My name is Andy, the Brit in Hungary, and I've lived here for about 8 years. I'm not a builder, I'm a teacher and a former professional pilot. DIY is just something I've done for fun until now. But now I'm taking the challenge of my life. Me and my wife have bought a decrepit, mouldy flat in the centre of Budapest, and this is the story of me turning it into not one, but 2 luxury flats. There you are. Good morning, I think. Yeah, it is Friday, almost lunchtime, and here we are again. So this weekend, we had a bit of a dabble last weekend with electrics and stuff, but this weekend is going to be full-on electrics. I want to get the entire flat connected to the new consumer unit so we can disconnect the old thing, death trap. So we'll have proper lights, we won't have extension leads running along the floor anywhere. Oh, yeah. And the excellent news is we've just had a word with the electricity board about upgrade. It's incredible, you wouldn't believe it, but the woman who works in the shop has got a sister in the town where we live, so it's a small world. Anyway, we asked about upgrading the electricity supply. We've got 25 amps at the minute, and they say they'll upgrade to 32 amps for free. And anything beyond that is like an incremental charge. So I reckon we want about, I've not actually done the calculations yet, but I think we want about 50, 60 amps probably. So that's probably going to be, probably about 150,000 forints, which is, I don't know, I don't do that money anymore. But there's a conversion on the screen anyway. Which isn't too bad actually. So that's a lot cheaper than I thought. Because there's basically this whole flat has got I think 4 plug sockets. We're going to be running 2 air conditioners, 2 electric cookers, all modern gadgets, stuff in the kitchen. We need a lot more juice. But anyway, it's organised, it's done. That's really good. So here we are in the kitchen. And what I want to do, the first job I want to do, I've got to plasterboard the ceiling. So I want to put all the wires in. We've got 3 really bright LEDs to go in the ceiling. They're flush mounted, obviously you can't have anything dangling because it's so low and you smash your head into it. So I'm currently just marking up and cutting the holes in the first piece of plasterboard. Excellent. Good morning. Whoa, that was epic yesterday, blimey. I forgot to mention that I'm here on my own. Kitty dropped me off, but she's had to go back this weekend, so I'm having to do everything by myself. Anyway, eventually, it's not easy, but I managed to get the first bit of plasterboard on the kitchen ceiling, and the first LED, which is rather good. That took me a lot longer than I thought, actually. I'm going to have to improve the technique for doing the rest of the ceiling. What else? So we finally got the kitchen sockets on. I even got as far as making the connection for the cooker, the electric cooker. So that was pretty good. And I had a little bit of extra time, so I've started to chase in the cables for the next plug socket, but I ran out of enthusiasm, so I'll finish that later. And I also ran out of cable arse. So my plans to spend all weekend cabling are a bit buggered now, shall we say. Fortunately, there's a metro station only a few hundred metres from the big DIY shop, so I could perhaps, if I get really bored, perhaps this evening when I finished, I can prop over there on the tube and pick up some more cable, so no harm done. There's also another job I can do. There's the other bathroom. It's got that awful mouldy old window. Yesterday we bought a brand new window like the one in bathroom 1. So if I get stuck, I can start demolishing the brickwork around that window and fit in the new window. And actually that'll really do me a favour, because that means then I can think about getting a boiler fitted, and then I can disconnect the old heating system as well. So, yeah, I might just have to replan a little bit, but yeah, still always plenty to do. Always plenty to do. Anyway, I'm off to see Uncle Ron. I'm starving. A bit of breakfast, ready to go. Before I do anything, I want to clear this room. I want to get this room empty. It's doing my head in. Ready? Well, considerably better. And I think that is one of my better ideas. The thing is, I've tidied everything up and organised everything, and now I won't be able to find a thing. And give me 10 minutes, I'll be stamping around here swearing, looking for things. Awesome. So, I've got the second light in. I'm going to try and fit the second piece of plasterboard. This one's a little bit smaller, it's not a full size piece, so it should be a bit simpler than last time, he says. Oh, here we go then. Death by plasterboard. Yay! That went surprisingly well, although it did help because it was a bit smaller, so yeah, great. I've just marked the position of the third and final light. I'm going to cut that out shortly. I might get the third light connected up and I'm going to go off for some lunch. I think it's only about 12 o'clock, so I'm doing really well. Good, yay! Very pleasing indeed. Good. Jolly good. Good. Right, so I think I'll leave the rest of the ceiling until later this afternoon. I might do the noisy stuff now. If I can get this all knocked out, and I can build it nice and quietly tomorrow on Sunday. So there's bathroom 1, there's the other bathroom and the new window. And we're going to fit exactly the same window in here. Yes, so this is going to be the kitchen for flat 2. Well, half of the kitchen. So yes, and I want to put the little window in, brick that up, and then, like I said before, the new boiler, the central heating boiler, is going to go here, so it can tap straight into the flue there. And I want it really high on the wall, so that the tenants can't mess around with it and break it. So that's the plan. And the window is about 50 centimetres wide, and I don't know, that's probably not 50 centimetres, so I'll have to smash it up a bit. Right, anyway, let's have a look. So something a bit like that. So yeah, just a couple of courses of bricks on the bottom, and then build it back up to the arch. Nice, look forward to that tomorrow. Well, that piece went on really easily. I've improvised myself a tool. Look, state of the art, and that's almost exactly the same height as the ceiling. So,
Wish I could it.
yes, that's my second pair of hands. Awesome. Awesome. All done. Well, there's a tiny sort of little bit there. Well, I can't do that bit till I've finished welding, so, but yeah, not too bad. I've bloody killed my back. It's definitely a two-person job, but I've done it anyway. Still a few more screws to put in, but I can't do any more today. Onwards ruined. Whew. I want to, just one thing to finish today. I just want to go around, plaster that in, ready for tomorrow. And I'll just have a bit of a breather, and I'll crack on. Well, that was a big day. I'm exhausted, my back's killing me. I'm not going to do like plasterboard on my own ever again. Bloody hell. Anyway, yeah, it's really good. About 6 o'clock, I'm just tidying up. I was just sitting here chuckling. I'll show you why. So seriously, this is was the only plug socket in this entire room. And now, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and eventually 11, 12. And there's probably going to be another 4 up there as well. So that's a bit of a transformation. Brilliant. Good morning, Sunday morning. Bright and early. I had a fantastic sleep last night. I'm getting the hang of this camping lark, I think. Right, here we go. So, quick job to warm up. Did a quick sitting down job, just quickly grouted around the tiles I did the other day. Looks a bit better. Yeah, the problem is if you don't grout it, you get all the stuff falling in and gets wedged in between the cracks. So I thought I'd do that and keep it a bit tidier. The excellent news regarding my new electrical installation is it works. The RCD works. I had a bit of a mishap with my drill yesterday. It got a bit wet. And I plugged it in and tried to use it this morning. I thought it was dry. I left it on the heater all night. And as soon as I pulled the trigger, bang! Everything tripped off and the RCD had flipped. So it works. Yes. So, this is my job for today. This is where I really wish Kitty was here. My little bricklaying machine. She could have done this, polished this off in no time. But anyway, I need the practice. arse. I ran out of mortar. I had about like 2.5 bricks left to go. Oh, never mind. But yeah, reasonably pleased with that. That's okay. That's not too bad. There's there's a really ropey patch just in this corner that the brickwork and the render is in awful condition. So I want to sort of fix that next time. So it's probably just as well it's kind of stopped where it is. But yeah, that's okay. That's really good. Well, that's that then. It's about 1 o'clock, and I've actually finished with a bit of energy and a bit of stamina left, so that's quite nice. The chauffeur has left from home. She'll be here in about 2 hours. I've got a little bit of clearing up to do, but I thought I'd just sit in my lovely new living room stroke bedroom stroke kitchen and have a beer. Yeah. The excellent news is next weekend is another public holiday, so it's another long weekend. It's especially long because we've had some news that the long-awaited steel, is going to arrive on Wednesday. And I've got to pick it up on Wednesday because Thursday and Friday is a public holiday. So it looks like I'll be coming up here on Wednesday to collect the steel, so it's going to be a very long weekend. What else? The kitchen is ordered. That's going to be here in about a week, 10 days, which is great because that's almost ready to take all the cupboards and everything. So that'll be nice. With the next batch of steel, we can get the stairs finished. And once we've got the stairs finished, we can actually probably move in here and sleep in the gallery part. And then I can start work on next door. It's another momentous step. So yes, it's all going really well. Really happy. And it's just nice to finish, not feeling completely wrecked. So that's quite nice. Anyway, I'm going to sit here, wait for the taxi, and enjoy my beer. And we will catch you next time for another big weekend.